everyone! It's Friday! And you know what that means? It's now time for our bold review dito sa Fridays with Viva Max. And today we are going to have a little bit of taste test kasi we are going to review Patikim Tikim, the latest original Viva Max movie starring Yendorano, Apple D, and Chloe Jenna with the leading man Carmelo Hayes taking up the role. Ayun, so kung napapansin natin, medyo marami na yung rules ni Carmelo dito. So good for him. And yeah, and I'm really liking this new approach kay Yendorano. They're really playing into the parang strengths niya. Pero what is Patikim Tikim? So according to the Viva Max website, if I can look at it, ayun, Patikim Tikim is more of a comedy, and they nail it. So di ba naglagay ako ng video, the most my recommended Viva Max movies. So ayun, will Patikim Tikim be like one of the recommended na comedy movies? Remember I rank High on Sex season 1 as my favorite comedy sa Viva Max. So yun, tingnan natin. So ayun, Patikim Tikim is a sexy rom-com. Yeah, I can. And ayun, the main problem is yung reviewer nyo mismo, yung bold reviewer nyo mismo, ayaw sa rom-com. So that's minus 1 point. And ayun, this movie begins with a pagtatalik ni na Chloe Jenna playing the role of April, and Mio, who is played by Errol Carmelo. Yung dito is Mio trying to get away from April kasi itong si April medyo nymphomaniac, and she is really 24/7 champion. Ayun. Parang 24/7 champion kasi parang kada segundo, 24 hours, 7 days a week, nakikipagtalik siya dito kay Mio. Which is parang inhumane naman, or syempre napapagod rin yung edits ni Mio, di ba? Hanggang pagkuha pa hanggang sa rep hanggang kukuha ng mainom tubig sa rep, nagkakajutan pa yung dalawa ayun. And right after this, Mio had enough and they broke up. April and Mio broke up. So what the next scene is that we are establish yung workplace ni Mio, and dito nakilala natin kanyang mga kaibigan, si Boss Tony, yung bakla, saka yung isa na di ko alam. Yung isa sa mga pinaka-close yung bakla nakalimutan yung pangalan. Pero siya yung pinaka-importante dito sa siya yung best friend ni Mio. Tapos may parang big reveal pa mamaya. Ayun. So nagkataon na yung ex ni Mio na si Ivy na meet up niya dito sa La Destina Hotel. At dito, nagkaroon tuloy ng lukso ng dugo si Mio na makipagbalikan kay Ivy. And dito nag-rotate yung plot. Is Mio being shy sa feelings niya kay Ivy kasi ex niya. And from the shenanigans that Mio has encountered throughout this movie, malalaman natin bakit. So sa isang pagkakataon, nagsumbong yung mga tropa ni Mio sa kanya, and they found out that Ivy is sleeping in the secret suite with someone. So ito naman si Mio, selos, he investigated it, and unknowingly natrap siya, and he saw Ivy making out with the boss of the CEO of the La Destina Hotel, si Bianca. It turns out na itong si Bianca saka si Ivy, they are dating for 3 years, and merong conflict sa relationship nila. Kasi si Bianca, she is seeing someone named Mark, and papakasalan na siya, papakasal siya dito. And what I think is Mio found out about this, and he tries to get close to Ivy as much as possible to get all of the Yendorano goodies. Ayun. So, pinormahan niya tong si pinormahan ni Mio yung ex niyang si Ivy behind Bianca's back. So, ang ginawa kasi, ni-repair kasi ni Ivy si Mio kay Bianca while they were doing their lesbian sessions, their girl-on-girl sessions. Yun. And ito yung ginamit ang pagkakataon ni Mio to snuck up on the schedule ni Bianca, took a photo of it, and leave. So, in reality naman, vouch naman itong si Bianca kay Mio. And ang naging plano tuloy ni Mio is parang pag busy si Bianca, titirahin niya or pupunteriyahin niya si Ivy. Everything is smooth sailing sa plano na yon. Okay? Then, the next piece of conflict happened. Itong si April, being a hormone-driven individual, nag-check-in sa hotel. And dito is a conflict na iniiwas ni Mio. And to the point na pinersa ni April yung sarili niya makipagtalik kay Mio, which is statutory R-word. Kaya bawal yon, kids. Okay? Bawal yun, guys. Huwag natin gawin yun. Ayun. And yeah, yung trend dito is Mio being tired, Mio sexually exhausted because of April's advances. Then we got the scene where April and Bianca had an emotional conversation about their future. At ito nauwi sa tequila session sila ni Mio. So Ivy and Mio had tequila sessions, and April just continuing spamming the phone kasi obsessed siya kay Mio. Back then, next day things go for worse as April tries and successfully befriended Ivy, and yung motibo ni April for her to get some of Mio's assets is to do a threesome with Ivy. Syempre, na-imagine naman to ni Mio. Meron threesome dito pero parang imagination lang. Di naman pumalag. And it is all revealed. Alam ni Bianca na parang rush yung ending Maganda na yung plot doon hanggang sa kinumpronta ni Ivy tungkol kay then they elaborated the threesome plot, and then rush na yung dulo. We found out that April and Mio's gay friend are in cahoots, with Mio's gay friend actually love the guy, and April trying to taunt him to have a solicited statue to do some sex, kung alam niyo na. Then the wedding is off, pero break na ata si Bianca saka si Ivy. Ivy ends up with Mio pero nag-break rin just to be with Bianca. Yeah. Then in the end may bagong attendant named Irish, and it's all over again. So yeah, it falls flat sa ending. Okay, I never really got the ending, and I rewatched the ending over again. Tapos may mga meeting ako in between sa work which disrupted the flow of my watching, so take it with a grain of salt dito sa review na to. Pero yun ang aking initial or talagang pagtingin dito, nag-fall flat yung ending pagdating sa plot. Yeah. So ayan naman, it was getting good. Sex scenes, Chloe Jenna, very good. Very good sa eksena niya. Yendorano, very good as well. Apple is actually growing into me. She was really kinda mid sa Fantasia. She was overshadowed by the likes of Audrey Avila. Pero she is improving a lot. And I trust Apple more to have a lead role over the likes of Ayla Cruz, of Arya Bench. Ayun. Basta Apple, hey Apple, di ba? And credit was give her credit naman. And what she actually pulled off from last week sa Punit na Langit, I think she deserves really some good flowers here. But in the end, I must have to rate this movie. So the movie is currently sitting at 3 stars at the Viva Max website. Okay, so there's that. But enough about the Viva Max website. Let's go to our tier list. Where do I go to the patikim-tikim? Well, unfortunately, it fell flat at the end. No amount of TTs are going to save this movie. So I'm just gonna go on a limb here. I'm gonna rate patikim-tikim just an all-nighter. You just have to go through the mature scenes to enjoy this movie. That was it all about. And from there, it's just a quick pleasure thing na kailangan mong gawin. But if you're really looking it for the plot, yeah, that's where it falls short. Okay, that's my review. That's my recap. This Friday. Next Friday, Ligaw na Bulaklak starring Chloe Jenna and Aaron Villaflor. Tapos Sunday, last episode ng Secret Campus and tier list ranking nito. This is your boy, the God Gamer, Harriet, telling you, but andito ang Moonlight Butterfly. Ay, teka. Kagulo na. Wait lang ha. Kagulo na. Moonlight Butterfly, but nandito ka? Sa taas ka, diba? Yeah. Yeah, telling you goodbye and good night. Bang! Now, I forgot to talk about yung comedy aspect ng patikim-tikim. So, did I actually laugh? I don't think so. The only scene na nakakatawa is, for me, is yung nalaman ni Mio na siya yung si April nakikipag-friend kay tapos yung reaction niya doon, grabe. Pero the rest, yeah. Also, I'm gonna plug pala, later today I will be posting my Adam Blampier reaction video, so check that out. Ayun. Sige, goodbye.